Hey everyone, welcome back to Graft Academy. Today we're taking a closer look at one of the most fascinating parts of modern dentistry, how bone graft materials actually work. When you hear the word graft, it might sound like a foreign material that just fills in a space. But in reality, a bone graft is not there to replace your bone, it's there to help your body rebuild its own. Every graft material is designed to trigger natural regeneration. Your body does the healing, the graft just guides it. Let's go step by step through the four main types of bone graft materials used in dentistry and how each one works inside your body. Type 1. Autograft. This is bone taken from your own body, usually from another part of your jaw, such as the chin, the lower jaw near the wisdom teeth, or sometimes the hip. Autografts are considered the gold standard because they contain everything your body needs to grow new bone, live cells, collagen, and natural growth factors. When placed in a graft site, your body immediately recognizes it as its own tissue. Blood vessels connect quickly, and the graft integrates fast. Autografts heal through three key processes. Osteogenesis, meaning they provide living bone-forming cells. Osteoinduction, meaning they release signals that tell other cells to become bone cells. Osteoconduction, meaning they provide a structure for new bone to grow across. Because they do all three, autografts usually heal the fastest and most completely. Their main limitation is the need for a donor site, a small area where the bone is taken from, which adds a second surgical site. Type 2. Allograft. An allograft is human donor bone that's been processed, sterilized, and preserved for medical use. It's completely safe and widely used. Allografts don't contain living cells, but they still have the natural collagen framework and minerals that guide your body's bone-forming process. When an allograft is placed, your body starts replacing it with your own bone, first by attaching blood vessels, then by depositing new cells along the surface. Over time, the graft resorbs, meaning your body dissolves and replaces it. Allografts are excellent for most socket grafts and ridge augmentations because they balance strength and predictability without needing a second surgical site. Type 3. Xenograft. A xenograft comes from a non-human source, usually bovine, cow, or porcine, pig, bone that has been cleaned, sterilized, and purified down to its mineral framework. What's left is a highly porous structure made mostly of calcium phosphate, the same mineral found in human bone. Because xenografts are slowly resorbing, they help maintain space for a long time. Your body gradually replaces them, but small amounts may remain for years, continuing to support bone volume and stability. That's why xenografts are often used in sinus lifts or large ridge augmentations, where maintaining shape over time is critical. They're biocompatible, safe, and have decades of successful research behind them. Type 4. Alloplast. An alloplast is a completely synthetic graft, made in a lab using materials like hydroxyapatite, tricalcium phosphate, or bioactive glass. These materials are designed to mimic the mineral structure of real bone. When placed in your body, they attract bone-forming cells, allowing natural bone to grow into their porous structure. Alloplasts don't resorb as quickly as other types, and some versions can be tailored for faster or slower healing depending on the situation. They're an excellent option for patients who prefer not to use human or animal-derived materials. Now let's talk about what all of these grafts have in common. Regardless of the source, every graft acts as a scaffold, a temporary support that your body gradually replaces with living bone. The process always follows the same pattern. Blood vessels form inside the graft. Bone cells attach to the framework. The graft is resorbed and replaced with new bone tissue. In the end, the result is the same, your own bone, integrated and alive. The graft itself is no longer there, your body has turned it into new permanent bone. Dentists choose the graft type based on the size of the defect, the location, your health, and personal preferences. For example, a small extraction socket might use an allograft or alloplast. A large sinus lift might use a xenograft. A complex reconstruction might use a mix of materials or an autograft for faster healing. Sometimes, dentists combine materials, for example, mixing allograft with PRF, platelet-rich fibrin, to add growth factors or blending xenograft with synthetic bone for balance between strength and resorption. These combinations allow for even more predictable outcomes. It's also important to understand that graft materials don't just fill space, they instruct your body on how to rebuild. They signal where to grow bone, how to connect blood supply, and when to replace the graft particles with your own tissue. Think of them as blueprints your body reads and then replaces with real living architecture. To summarize, bone graft materials work by giving your body a structure and biological signal to grow new bone. Autografts come from you. Allografts come from human donors. Xenografts come from animal sources. Alloplasts are synthetic. All of them eventually become your own bone through a natural process of resorption and regeneration. The success of grafting doesn't depend on which material is used. It depends on proper technique, stability, and your body's ability to heal. Modern materials make it possible for nearly every patient to rebuild bone successfully and enjoy lasting implants. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like it, subscribe to Bone Graft Academy, and share it with someone curious about dental bone grafting. We post new educational videos every week to help you understand modern dentistry in simple, clear language. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.